Hey, what's going on, everybody? This your boy B Mims, executive writer with Brickhouse Talk Productions, and we live in the building once again with two very special guests. We have music R&B singer Miss Nicole Van Hook AKA, better known as ENVYY, and we also have her producer Mr. ITC in the building. What's going on, y'all?
What's going on?
Oh man, we chilling, you know how we doing it. So, I want you to give a little bit of background to the people about yourself and how long you've been singing first off, because I'm sure you got a lot of people out there interested, really want to get to know you on a personal level. So Miss ENVYY, Miss Van Hook, if you wouldn't mind, can you indulge the audience out there?
Okay, I've been singing all my life, since knee-high, in the mirror with the microphone, well, with the brush, but I've been singing professionally with live bands, leading background vocals for 12 years now. And that's my background, live music, live musicians.
What point did you realize, you know what, this is something that I really want to pursue on a professional level?
Maybe the last couple of years I realized I wanted to do more than cover other artists and sing background for other artists. I wanted to come out and do my own thing.
Okay. Well said. Okay, that's a good look. So how would you describe yourself? How would you characterize yourself as an artist? Who do you think that you kind of pattern yourself after? What type of style do you bring to the table? I mean, just elaborate a little bit about that, go into some detail about how you would classify yourself as a musician.
I don't pattern myself after anybody, so you get that question a lot. Well, who do you sound like? And I really can't say that I sound like anybody. With the live music experience and covering so many different artists, I sing a little bit of everything. Pop, rock, I've done country, Latin music, of course R&B, some jazz, some standards, so you can't just put me in a box. But my heart is R&B and hip hop, but I can do it all.
So Nicole, ENVYY, what type of statement would you like to make as an artist? So once it's all said and done, once you're out there, once you got your music exposed, what type of legacy would you like to leave as an artist?
I definitely want the music to be timeless, something that you can listen to for years to come, like the great artists do. I want to leave a piece of myself.
Okay, so back over to you, Mr. ITC. So when you were collaborating with ENVYY over here, and you got to start, thinking about different topics and everything that you want to touch on, like how did the whole collaborative process come together as far as you working with her? Do you guys get together in the studio and you kind of determine what it is you're going to write about, or do you kind of bring an idea to her, she brings an idea to you? Like, how do you guys actually have that evolve?
Well, usually what happens is I get, I usually get the beats. Shout out to Who I Am and Keys Gone Bad. Those are two of my producers that are producing for her right now. Usually I get the tracks. I let her hear the tracks. She gives me the freedom just to write. And I write it. If she likes something in the song, if she doesn't like something in the song, she says, can we change this or tweak this like this? And that's usually how the process goes. And then we get in the studio and, I tell her how I expect to hear it in my head. And usually she's on point with it, so it's a pretty good, smooth, collaboration.
Okay, nice. So she has a lot of artistic freedom and input in regards to what it is that she wants to bring to the table, and vice versa.
Exactly. Yeah, she I know what she doesn't want to be seen as or want to represent herself as. So I cater to that when I'm writing her music. Even when I'm picking the tracks for the songs, it's like this is not her, this is her, and usually she's like, you know me, you know what I like and what I'm, so it's a pretty good process.
Okay, so you guys have a very good working relationship, a lot of chemistry, just from working together for so long. At this point in time, you kind of know what it is that she's looking for, and she's able to deliver to you what you're looking for from an artist's perspective.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let me ask you this real quick. How often do artists come to you and say, hey, I could sing, I can rap, I could do this, that, and the other? And how often would you say their talent doesn't quite meet your expectation? Do you get a lot of that?
Honestly, I probably had at this point, maybe like 3 people say that to me. Nicole, actually, another artist that she actually introduced me to named JP Jeremy, young up-and-coming artist, he can sing. and then one other person. I never really heard the other person. They just kind of told me they could sing. But I mean, for the most part, I've, they've been talented. Okay. So I can say, yeah.
Okay, so I know I introduced you as ENVYY's producer, but you actually do a lot more than that. If you wouldn't mind elaborating and going into some detail as regards to exactly what your role is when you're working with ENVYY and what the working relationship is like.
Well, my rap name is ITC. I'm a producer, songwriter. I don't actually, make beats. I arrange songs as far as on the producing side, and then I songwrite. I also songwrite, for myself, of course. I'm a hip hop artist. So that's my process and my involvement with her and her project. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so ENVYY. So, who influences you? Who do you look up to from an artistic perspective and be like, you know what, I would love to collaborate with this person. I would love if I can get on a track with this person or, just work with this person in general?
That's a good question, and I'm so focused on doing ENVYY right now. Aside from ITC, I haven't really thought about that.
Okay.
I need to consider that.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Who do you got on your iPod or who's in your stereo? Who's in, who are you playing right now?
Oh, I listen to a little bit of everything. I'm old school. I like Tina Marie would be my number one. Okay. I love Tina Marie. I love Anita Baker, Mary J. Blige, Beyonce, Eric Roberson, Bilal. Who else have I been listening to lately? PJ Morton.
Okay.
That's about it right now.
Okay. So, do you guys got any songs together where maybe you're singing and he's rapping? You guys got any collaborations like that going on? If so, what's like the name of the song and give me the concept behind it?
We have The One. It's his song. I do the hooks, and it's basically talking about being the one person that you want to be with.
Oh, nice. Okay, so is that posted anywhere? Is it on YouTube? Is it sitting in the crates?
Actually, I have an EP out right now called Something or Nothing. You can find it on iTunes, Rhapsody, CD Baby, Amazon. You can also go to SoundCloud.com/T_odds and download it for free right now. So please go download it for free right now. And the whole EP is up there. ENVYY is, like you said, on the song The One. And yeah, that was just talking about finding the one. You found the one and you're just expressing your love for him as well. And then actually the song we have on her EP, which is the lead single, is called Air and Opportunity. We actually just performed that live at the Oakland Film Festival. The response was great. She did an excellent job. It was kind of a last minute deal too, so we made it work. And she, she showed out. People went in the crowd screaming, "Go girl, sing!" And it was
that happening too. Got the fans running up to you. Wow.
We have quite a few people approach us, and that felt good because it was our first time performing together. And like you said, it was last minute. But since we work in the studio together, I knew that we would do a good job.
Okay, yeah, because I get that a lot too. I got fans running up to me all the time, and I don't even sing. No, I'm just serious. But but nah, just a little joke, y'all. But back on topic, real quick. So, what do you think it takes to make it as an artist on a professional level? Like, give me both of your opinions. What do you think it takes to make as an artist on a professional level, and you as well?
Talent. You have to have the talent and the drive. Okay. A good team behind you, people that support and believe in what you're doing. Definitely.
Okay.
I'm gonna beg to differ a little bit. I think honestly, to make good music, quality music, you have to have talent. But it's definitely about focusing, dedication, having a good team. And having goals, you got to start little, and you got to crawl, and get up to walking. But as far as I was saying, beg to differ. I mean, with the talent, because I'm not trying to put nobody down, but it's a lot of people out here that don't have as much talent as other people, but they have hustle and they have drive. And I know a bunch of talented people, but they don't have that motivation. And and you learn it. I mean, as you go on, you know what I'm saying. But I think that's what it takes to become a successful artist.
Okay, and with you guys been in the game for a while, I'm sure you were able to pretty much examine different trends that came into the game and that's left. And one of the bigger trends nowadays, as far as the business aspect is concerned, is actual like social networking and how a lot of people promote their music that way. So how important do you feel it is to put, have the social networking thing going on promotionally for your music and, just the exposure and everything? Like how important is that now, the Facebooks, the Twitters and all that stuff? How big of a variable do you think it's playing in the music game at this point, and do you see it continuing as well?
I mean, you got to go back to 8-track. You go to 8-track to or vinyl 8-track, then the cassettes, and then I'm saying if you look at the history of it, I mean, media. How to get your stuff out there is always changing. Right. You have to stay up with what's going on. So you have to evolve. You gotta do with Facebook. Mm-hmm. You gotta do your Twitter. You gotta do your MySpace. People are still doing that. Record labels are using MySpace to promote their artists. They're making it seem like they're not doing it, but they are doing it. So I mean, you got to use those, those social networks and the internet. You got to use any tool. I mean, right now, I heard an interview. Excuse me. I heard an interview a couple of weeks ago where somebody was saying, back in the day, you couldn't put a video up. You can have a video. Now you got YouTube. Right. That's so much exposure right there. And labels go and look at that. So I mean, you have to. You got, as a producer, as a writer, bringing something creative to the table that really hasn't been done before. I mean, because the game right now, to be quite honest, is so saturated with everybody trying to get in, and you got a lot of artists just bombarding the scene and everything. How important do you think it is to be true to yourself as an artist and bring something new and creative and fresh to the table?
That's very important. You need to be innovative. I don't really follow trends and gimmicks. That doesn't work for me. So I have to stay true to who I am, and your passion will carry you. Okay. So you have to be innovative, stay true to yourself. Okay. Maintain your creativity, and that's it.
Okay. So we spoken on things from like an artistic level, in an artistic perspective. Tell them, especially for people out there who really trying to get into the game and trying to make that breakthrough and they really don't understand what the music business is all about. Tell people how important it is really just to get their paperwork straight as far as their contracts, as far as knowing their business, as far as knowing the points. I mean, it's so many ways to get taken advantage of in this game, and they need to put just as much emphasis on the business side as they really need to do on the music side as well. So, I mean, just tell people, just real quick, say, hey, make sure you get your paperwork straight. Let them hear it straight from the source, the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Make sure you get your paperwork straight.
All right. Get your paperwork straight.
Get your paperwork straight. You got to get your paperwork. So, see, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, artists out there, the musicians, the rappers, you got to understand that if you're selling 1 million records and you only getting 5 cents an album, you're not making a whole lot of money. So you got to get your paperwork straight. You got to know your business. You got to hire your lawyers, your agents, and hire people that's watching your back and looking out for you. I mean, because it's really important. You got to put just as much emphasis on the business side of things as you do the music. So, definitely go check out your lawyer and know how many points you're supposed to get off a record, know what you're signing for, know what you're signing your name to, knowing how long they go lock you up in your contract, how many years for how many albums, all that stuff. Really important. Before we get out of here, a couple of questions before I let you guys go. Tell people where they can reach you at, where they can contact you at, any type of contact information, where they can find the music, let them know. And also let me know about any upcoming projects for 2012. Do you guys got a website, a MySpace, a Twitter, Facebook, whatever?
You can follow me on Twitter at ENVYY, that's with 2 Y's, me73. That's where you can find me.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at ITC D1. That's the letter D. So ITC D1 on Twitter. Facebook, facebook.com/ITC. And ITC1@incognitorecords.net. That's the email address. And incognitorecords.net is the website. And we're still working on updating it right now.
Okay, what about projects coming up?
The Air and Opportunity single will be out soon. The ENVYY project Self-titled will be out soon. We also are going to both be in a movie called The Black Love Experience. It's coming out at the end of the summer, which is written and produced by Miss Sunjay Odds. That's actually my mother.
Is the movie done?
The movie we're in the works right now. We won't start recording or filming until next month, but it should be done by the end of the summer, or should be actually ready to view by the end of the summer. So we're both actually in the movie, so it's going to be a good look.
Okay, and real quick, what is the movie about? If you could just touch bases on that real quick.
The movie is actually about dark skin versus light skin, and basically just that issue that African Americans are still facing, that issue in America today, and it touches on that kind of stigma that we're just kind of still stuck on that. And there's a lot of misconceptions about being dark skinned or being light skinned. People think that people that are light skinned have it better than people that are dark skinned, and that's not true, and vice versa. So it touches on that, and it's going to be a real enlightening movie, and I'm looking forward to actually seeing it after it's done. I'm actually directing it as well. So
Wow.
This one shout out, Jack Ray. You told me to shout you out, and I have to
Jack.
because of you. This is happening, and I really appreciate your support.
I almost want to say what's up, Pookie, but I don't know nobody. No, man. Like I said, my mom, SJ Productions. Man, Anthrax, Keys Gone Bad. Who Am I? Wall Street Music, or K-Wall Music, I should say. Campsite. Man, just everybody that's been behind me for the longest. JP, KE, they know who they are. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, man, I got to shout out Jack Ray, too. He always been a big supporter of Brickhouse Talk. Cheat the public. We don't want to cheat the people out there. I know they anxiously awaiting like I am. I want to hear a snippet. I got to hear a snippet. Is it cool? You'll bless us with a little bit of... Okay.
This is Hold Me Down. Yeah, here we go. Can I get a clap? Come on, y'all, work with me now. Every time I see you, I want to squeeze you. And every time I feel you, I want to see you. And every time you leave me, I want to be near you. You can take a cloudy day and give it clear view. When you put the perfect kiss on my lips, I love it when you take control and hold my hips, and I will never turn you around as long as you just hold me down.
How y'all doing? This is ITC with Brickhouse Talk. We'll give y'all a little sample of what's coming from ENVYY's album, featuring me. Her name of her song is Air and Opportunity, featuring ITC. Yeah, I can handle this, no, I don't need a tag team. I keep her up late nights like a bad dream. She's a good girl, and no, that's not a bad thing. She had a man when I met her, now that's a past thing. You see, I'm better for the one that she do better for. You like no other, baby, no, that's not a metaphor. To express my love, how I write a letter for. I keep you open, baby, like you never met a door. Breathe.
Okay, so y'all can see I wasn't playing. You heard the talent, right? You heard the talent. Miss ENVYY, Mr. ITC, they in here, they blew it up. So you got a sample now. You got to go out and get the rest. So go to the websites, go hit the contact information they provided you with. Go check them out, y'all. Real thing, for real, the real deal right here. ENVYY, ITC, Brickhouse Talk. Peace.